difference is in the stance between a wedge versus.
That's been a problem for me ever since I came back to you, right? Because I know that you have a rule about if you just move your right foot, everything works out. But I'm used to putting a 6-iron in the middle of my stance, so I'm very confused about what to do.
So think of it this way. Make it real simple. You can do whatever you want with your feet.
Okay.
My choice is a recommendation.
Okay.
Because it helps the golfer not slide forward as much.
Okay.
So to me, it's a superior method.
Okay.
So just think of it this way. The driver, so that we sweep it,
Yeah.
has to be in front of your shoulder. The 6-iron we don't want in the middle. It's not designed for that much of a downward hit. You want to think of logo with a shirt or middle of the
Okay.
shoulder here, and then your short clubs like 9 pitching and sandwich go in the middle. The whole time you're always tilted.
So this actually isn't a bad setup,
You're
right?
close. You're
I'm
close.
close
It needs to be another inch or two slightly forward.
Okay, I see. It's a
So-
little bit too much in the middle.
Correct.
Okay.
So slightly off. So you
Okay.
could say one thing. You could wiggle your feet over, or
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll try to keep that mental picture. The picture is that for the iron, this shoulder needs to be where the line is. I'm not sorry, for the driver.
Correct.
And then the shorter the club goes, the more we move into to the middle.
Exactly. And one way of doing that would be keep the left heel the same and get wider and narrower, or you can move the ball.
Okay.
The only problem with moving the ball is for those golfers, so if I put the ball in the middle of my feet, and let's say I have a wide stance like this,
Yep.
that's where I see a lot of people
Sliding,
shift. So to see
yeah.
if your foot's here, you can't really shift in front very well, or you're going to fall down.
Okay.
So that's kind of why I just recommend it.
Okay.
So you're slightly off. So we've got a little review of the pivot, not swaying.
Yeah.
You know, so everything you said was accurate, and you said I just may not be doing it. I know what I'm supposed to do. I may not be doing it. So
Right.
we've got to do a little bit less sway and a little bit less lift, and remind you of how that feels.
Yeah. But had forgotten, I have the idea this way, but I had forgotten about not moving my left hip. Not taking my left hip, we practice against the wall or the chair or.
And not only that, sometimes I have to get the student to exaggerate the feeling. So sometimes I'll say, as you twist, feel like you kind of push your hip that way,
Right,
which often then just keeps you actually stationary.
right.
So there's a trick in the thought. So same thing, little sliding, little
Way
too much
too high,
lift.
yeah.
But your downswing plane is quite good. So the
Right.
potential to hit the sweet spot is still very high. That's
Okay.
excellent. Unfortunately, you can see you uncocked your wrist, so some of the time you're going to hit the ground here.
Right.
And then what do you
And is
do?
there any thought that I should have for, what keeps your wrist from uncocking
Doing the broom and the stick drill
over and over?
hundreds, if not thousands of times, which you just have not had a chance to do.
Right.
When you
Well, at
went
least
like,
I
when
have
you went
done
like
it.
that,
Terry
you
won't
sh-
even do it.
You know, that's when he said, "Oh, I need to work on my short irons and wedges." I started to say, "Oh, well, that's going to be the stick drill, Terry." But
Right.
he gets a bad result when he does it because of a different reason. So then he
Oh.
doesn't.
Yeah, I
then he
do want to
kinda bails
listen to
out.
see if I can understand his corrections so that,
Sure.
I can help a little bit.
So, little bit of pivot and plane review,
Yeah.
and then you and I get right back on. The ones that are hit fat and thin are because uncocking and pulling up.
Yeah, and Terry yelled at me when we played the other day saying your chicken wing is back.
Right.